over a couple of topics. And even the very first topic that is about this, that nothing in life is free. It meant that nothing is free in life. Okay? And in addition to my very second topic of today, that is about this, that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Really. And so let's get the ball rolling on these topics without ravaging and devastating any moment of time. Okay, so you know what? As a matter of fact, according to me, the thing is that even for instance, if one is needing oxygen, so oxygen that too isn't free. We people consider this that oxygen that is free in nature, but this is not correct. In addition to, as a matter of fact, for getting oxygen, what we are requiring to do, we are requiring to plant trees and we are requiring to do the gardening work. We are requiring to pour water on the plants and trees so as to get oxygen, and thereby we are just spending our efforts on getting oxygen. So it meant what? That oxygen that too isn't free. Even during the pandemic time, you know what? As a matter of fact, according to me, the patients who were afflicted with the pandemic or with the epidemic named coronavirus. So what they needed the oxygen, and so for that they were just demanding for the gas cylinders, the oxygen gas cylinders, and that too was handsome and hefty mounted one. So what it meant that oxygen that is costly, expensive in nature, handsome and hefty mounted one as well. And very secondly, you know what? For education, for gaining the level of knowledge, for enhancing the knowledge, what one is needing? One is needing to go to school, or one is needing to go to the universities or colleges for further education, and even one is needing to attend some of the coachings, or one is needing to just to spend some amount of money on teachers, on the school teachers for the private coaching. Okay, and in addition to, for this, what one is needing money, and it meant that the education that too isn't free. In addition to, you know what, the government has done the good tasks by setting up the free schools, the free government schools for the girls as well as boys. It meant the co-educational schools. The co-educational schools are those schools where the boys and girls they study together, okay, without any discrimination on the basis of caste, even color, race, gender, even personality, language, and height, and any sort of thing. And in addition to, you know what, earlier I stated this, that private coachings, you know what, as a matter of fact, in the government schools the teachers they are no longer requiring to run their private coachings. Okay, the teachers they are merely requiring to just either attend the school or the private coaching. Okay, they can either run they can either run, any, according to me, they can either run the school, or even they can either work in the school, or they can work in the private tuitions for earning a handsome and hefty amounted money. That's the reality, that's the fact. And in addition to, you know what, in the private schools, as a matter of fact, the teachers they can teach in the schools as well as they can just teach in the coachings as well by running their own coachings. That's the fact. Okay, no contestant, what one like? Okay, now one contestant. Okay, let me spill the beans, let me disclose something. As a matter of fact, you know what, the thing is that where I studied in one of the private schools up to grade 12th from grade 7th. And so the teachers they used to work in the private schools, and so they used to run their private coachings as well. And according to me, over 90% of the school students used to attend their private coachings as well. But I was the only student. I and my twin sister, we were the merely and only students who used to ignore their coachings, the coachings of all teachers, the private coachings. And so due to which the teachers used to tease us and even mock at us, poke fun at us. Even the teachers, they used to just say unkind, it meant unphilanthropist words regarding us in the classroom. That was the fact. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, you know what? According to me, the thing is that nothing in life is free. Even according to me, if one is needing attires, so what one is requiring to spend some amount of money on buying attires. So it means that the attires, they are costly, they need some amount of money. Okay, according to me, some attires are cheaper, the cheapest one, but they too are needing some amount of money. So it meant what? That nothing in life is free. Even for accomplishing something, even for getting a certificate or a trophy or a medal. Okay, what one is needing? One is needing efforts, or one is needing skills in a particular field. Like for instance, if I wanna win a race, so for that, what I am requiring to do, I'm requiring to run for for a greater distance. Okay, and so as to uplift my skills of running, and thereby I can win a race. And for instance, I have won a race, or I wins a race. Okay, and so after winning the race, what I get, not gets, as I is plural. What I get? Okay, I get a certificate or a trophy due to my efforts. So it meant that getting the trophy, that pleasure. Okay, yeah. I would also getting the pleasure. Okay, the great pleasure especially. But you know what? As a matter of fact, my efforts would be needing for acquiring the achievement of a race or in a race. Okay, and so it meant that the trophy, the certificates, they they are of something, they are containing a value. It meant that they aren't free at all. Okay, everyone can't get a certificate. You know what? The people who get the certificate, they do something, they put their efforts into the tasks like running, walking, or in any sort of activity like academics, catching up on academics, or studying hard, or burning the midnight oil. So what it meant, that nothing in life is free. Okay, for instance, if I wanna have water, it meant that I want to drink the water. If I wanna quench my thirst, very firstly, wanna, that meant want to. Gonna, it meant going to. Okay, and in addition to, if I wanna quench my thirst, okay, if I wanna have some water, so for water, you know what I'm needing? I'm needing to put my efforts into turning on the tap, then have the water. Okay, and so it meant that efforts would be needing. Okay, I would be requiring to spend some amount of energy on doing that work. And so it meant that having the water, that too isn't easy. Okay, that too isn't free at all. Even water bill, that too comes. Even electricity bill, that too comes. It meant that electricity, that too isn't free for us. And as a matter of fact, you know what? According to me, the thing is that for turning on the fan, let me turn on. Okay, for turning on the fan, what is needing? The electricity, that is needing. Okay, and what we are requiring to get the electricity, we are requiring to pay the electricity bill to the government in the form of tax. Okay, and electricity tax, you can say this. And even thereby, what we would be getting the electricity. So it all meant that nothing in life is free. Okay, and for instance, if I want some of the flowers, the rose flowers. Okay, and for that, what I'm requiring to do, I'm requiring to get some of the fertilizers, some amounted fertilizers, or even the sand, the soil, even the rose stem for for just getting more and more rose flowers, and water as well. So it all meant that nothing in life is free, as even for getting the fertilizers money would be needing, for getting the water money would be needing, and even for getting the stem of the rose, it meant the for getting the stem of rosewood. Okay, according to me, rosewood that okay, what is rosewood? I heard about this, but I'm not quite much clear about this term. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, it all meant that nothing in life is free. And rosewood, that is a stem, according to me. Let it be. And in addition to, if I want to buy some of the flowers, rose flowers from the market, what I would be needing? I would be needing money. So, you know what? It isn't free. According to me, buying flowers, according to me, the flowers, they aren't free, and so buying flowers, that isn't easy, and so it all meant that nothing in life is free of cost. Okay, so have you heard about the term which I stated quite earlier about the oxygen, that too isn't free? Have you heard? I related about a term at the earliest in the quite commencing and starting of my video. No. Okay, let me relate that once again. Okay, so oxygen, that too isn't free. For getting oxygen, what we are requiring to do? We are requiring to plant more and more trees and more plants for getting the oxygen. Even for that, for growing the plants, what we are requiring to do? We are requiring to do the gardening work. Gardening, that includes pouring water onto the flowers and trees and plants, and even doing the cutting work as well for the better growth of the trees and plants. Okay, and even, you know what, for this, according to me, the thing is that by doing this, what one is getting? Oxygen. So it all meant that oxygen, that too isn't free. Okay, as for getting oxygen, we would be requiring to pour water on the plants, and even doing the gardening work as well, and even planting more and more trees every day. That's the fact. And in addition to, in the pandemic, when the coronavirus came, so the patients who were already hospitalized into the hospitals, no, in the hospitals, so what they were needing the oxygen. And so some of the people, they used to sell the oxygen cylinders, but with the handsome and hefty amount. So it all meant that oxygen, that too isn't free of cost. Nothing in life is free. That's the fact. Okay, and in addition to, you know what, according to me, for getting a residence, for getting a home, what one is needing? Money. Especially what one is needing? Bricks, cement, and even paint for painting the walls, and even the professionals who can build the residence, the home, even the POP maker who can make the POP like this one. You can see this. Okay, and in addition to, okay, in addition to, the thing is that what's this? No, it's okay. Okay, so according to me, you know what, the thing is that if I want the fresh air, so what I am needing, I'm needing that to avoid Diwali. Okay, as according to me, in the Diwali festival, what people do, people just try the level best to use the patakes, and even the bombs and some other sorts of things like fulgari, and so thereby creating and causing the air pollution, the more and more amount of air pollution, and even that has been creating the asthma related problem, even that has been avoiding the people to inhale the oxygen in the quite good manner. It meant efficiently and effectively and thoroughly and adequately and keenly as well. And so, you know what, for getting the fresh air, what one is requiring to do to avoid the festivals, especially the Diwali. Okay, and so avoiding festivals, that would be requiring to convince yourself, to convince your mind for not enjoying that festival and for not celebrating the festival, for not getting the pleasure of the festival. And so it would be needing efforts. Okay, and so it meant that nothing in life is free, as efforts would be needing. Efforts contain some amount of value. Efforts are precious, matchless. Okay, and in addition to, oh, even, you know what, I feel detached with Diwali, as you know what, more and more amount of air pollution that takes place, that comes, and so due to which, according to me, over 1000 people they die during Diwali festival, or even after Diwali festival, as even after some days of Diwali festival, not festivals. So you know what, the air that looks still polluted, and even as a matter of fact, the transportation that creates the air pollution, especially the land one, the land transport, buses, scooters, activas, they create air pollution. And even the Diwali, that poses air pollution, the patakes and so on poses air pollution, and so directly Diwali poses air pollution. And so due to more and more air pollution, the people, they are losing their precious lives, the people, they are dying, they are no more. This is the reason. And so due to which, I never try to celebrate Diwali. Even I never try to celebrate Holi as well, since that is the festival of colors. So we should try to enjoy that festival. But I never try to enjoy that festival, as you know what, colors, they aren't good for our skin. They poses pimple and acne, and even they gives the, even according to me, the quite much obnoxious skin. Okay, I'm explaining the reason behind that. Why Holi? Okay, according to me, the thing is that the colors, they gives the skin related problem, even the hair related problem. The hair, they turn white. Very firstly, you know what? Many people, they commit an error, a blunder, a mistake. Blunder, that means big mistake. Okay. So even the thing is that my elder sister, she is having a solid foundation. It meant a good command over something. She is having a solid foundation over English. Okay, and she has been having a great knowledge regarding English grammar, but she herself commits errors by saying hairs instead of hair. Very firstly, hair, that is plural, and so we should try to use merely hair instead of saying hairs. Okay, for all this part, all the tuft, what we should try to say to this, hair instead of hairs. Tuft, that meant hair. Okay, tuft, tuft. And in addition to, for saying for merely one hair, what we should try to say here, this is hair. Okay, this one hair is hair, and the wholesome, the entire one, that too is hair. Okay, one that is hair, all that too is hair. That's the fact. And in addition to, you know what, the thing is that Diwali, no, Holi, due to playing Holi, our hair, they turn white in color. And in addition to the shine of the hair, that shine of the natural hair color, that declines up to a great extent. That's the fact. And in addition to, you know what, the thing is that some people, they get the skin infections due to playing Holi. Even some get pimple and acne due to playing Holi, as the colors, they aren't the natural one. The colors, they are mixed, completely mixed with the chemicals, which aren't safe for our skin and which are harmful in nature. Catastrophic catastrophic. No, catastrophic. Okay, catastrophic, that it meant harmful and dangerous. Okay, in nature. Okay, and catastrophe. According to the catastrophe. Okay, comments. What your opinion on this? Okay, sorry, I'm unable to read the reply. Could you please send me that once again? What's happening today with this? Okay, very firstly, I touched for the screencast something related to that while coming on live. Okay, you can send me that same question once again. I'm waiting for that. Ramadan. TikTok. Okay, Ramadan, it's a Muslim festival in which I guess people generally don't eat anything for whole day. Ramadan में लोग भर what? Okay. Ramadan, it's a Muslim. Okay, Ramadan में लोग दिन भर नहीं खाते. What your opinion on the Muslim festival? Ramadan, it's a Muslim. Okay. Okay, Ramadan, it's a Muslim festival in which I guess people generally don't eat anything for whole day. Okay, Ramadan. Rosa, you are talking about. Are you talking about Rosa? Okay, very firstly, you are talking about, it meant that you are saying this. Are you talking about, it is in the form of question. Okay, interrogative one. Okay, so Ramadan, that meant Rosa according to me. Okay, even according to me, the Muslim people, the Mohammedan people, they try to have food at a fixed time, like after the sunset, especially at the night time, like at 8 o'clock or at 9 o'clock or at 10 o'clock. Okay, and even according to me, as a matter of fact, no one can't live without food. What one is needing? One is needing food for survival. Without food, one would be no more. One would pass away. That's the fact. And so, food, that is the necessity, that is the need, that is the biggest need for the survival. So one can't avoid that one. And so according to me, during the Rosa, people, the Muslim people, the Mohammedans, they try the level best to have the food at the night time according to me. I'm not fully aware of this fact, so I'm not speaking about this with full of my confidence, but this is about my half knowledge. This is based on my half knowledge. Okay, even, you know what, one of my boon companions, bosom buddies, best friends, okay, one of my best friends, she named, I don't want to disclose her name in the live chat, and you know what, she was fat and obese. I would like to relate about her personality, and so I ignored saying about her name. Okay, and so the thing is that she is and she was and she has been quite much obese and stout. It meant fat, and she never tried to have the rosa, and she ignores having the rosa, as she can't live without food. She can't dwell meant live without food. And in addition to, you know what, every time what she needs she needs food. And in addition to, according to me, the thing is that even when she used to come to the school on the regular basis, very firstly the timing of the school, that used to be at correct 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. And so she used to get up in the finally morning, she used to get up at correct 6 a.m. And then for according to me, for half an hour she used to take a lovely bath. And then after the ablutions, it meant washing something, washing her body or utensils or dishes. Okay, after the ablutions, what she used to do, she used to have the breakfast at the earliest. And even, wait a minute. Okay, after having the breakfast, very firstly she used to have the breakfast for over a couple of hours. After having the breakfast, she used to come to school, and her weight that was over 80 kgs. And I was requiring to sit in the class according to the roll number wise. Okay, and her roll number that used to come just after my roll number, and even that her roll number that used to come just before my twin sister's roll number. It meant that she was in the middle between both of us twin sisters. Okay, my roll number that was 4, her roll number that was 5, and my twin sister's roll number that was 6. And so we three were requiring to sit together. Okay, and she used to sit in the middle and I used to sit in the corner side, the board, no, the wall side. And my, no, I used to feel quite much uncomfortable in her company, or with her company, especially with her company. Okay, and in addition to, you know what, I couldn't speak anything against the teacher. And I thought that the teacher would consider me as the mannerless guy, mannerless student. And she used to take all the place of the seat, really. And even my younger sister, she too was annoyed with the girl, she too was furious with the girl. Annoyed, that meant angry. Furious, it meant like quite much angry, like aag babula hona. Okay, okay, so you can ask me any other question right away. Okay, very firstly, today I have come live quite earlier, especially at 8:05. Views on religion. Okay, very firstly, all religions, they are same. There is no difference between any religion. And in addition to, as a matter of fact, you know what, the thing is that India, that is the only country in which all the religions, they are getting the equal right, even no discrimination on account of any religion. That's the great thing of India. Okay, very secondly, in other countries, the people, they are uplifting Christians, especially in the US, and even in other countries, the Christians, they are living in the quite much number. And so they are uplifting the development of Christians as compared to Hindus, Muslims, and as compared to other sorts of religions. But in India, you know what? The government, that is just trying the level best to do the development of each and every religion. That's the great thing. Okay, and in addition to, according to me, the thing is that the gods of each and every religion, they are the same. There is no difference between the gods of the religions. And even the gods, they states merely one thing, that we should be honest, we should catch upon the good deed, we should do the good thing, we shouldn't try to bully anyone, we shouldn't try to do the crimes. Okay, why the religion made? Okay, I would try to relate this one as well, but later. Okay, and in addition to, You know what? According to me, Hindu religion is the best. Why? Let me disclose the reason behind this. Okay, as Hindu religion that considers the male gods as well as female gods, but the Mohammedans they considered their god in the form of a male. On the contrary, the Christians they considered their god as a Jesus who is and was and has been a male. Okay, but in the Hindu religion there is a good place for males as well as females. Lakshmi, Parvati, Sita, and even for other female gods as well. There are Ram and even there is Ram, not there are. There is Ram, Vishnu, and even Krishna, the male gods. Radha as well there is present. Okay, so it meant that there is a good place for the male gods as well as female gods. It meant that according to me, the mm, it meant that according to me the Hindu religion that is the best of all the religions. But I'm not saying this that all the religions like Christian one and even the Mohammedan one that is obnoxious. They too are good, but there is no place for women. Why? Okay, as according to me, it is and will always be a man's world. Okay, there is no place for women. There is discrimination. The whole world that is completely composed of and that is containing discrimination on account of gender. That's the fact. And according to me, the people would consider this that they are not discriminating between girls and boys, but in one form or in the other mean, they are doing discrimination. That's the fact. Okay, why the religions made? The reason behind that. Okay, according to me, the thing is that very firstly, this according to me, the people they are having a great faith upon God, and so according to the people, the God gave birth to different sorts of people, like to the Christian people and even to the Mohammedan, one Mohammedan guy and to one Hindu guy, and thereafter, thereafter, according to me, their generations that came, the Christian generation came, the Mohammedan generation came, and the Hindu generation came, and so on, and now that is large one. That can be the reason. I'm not fully aware. Okay, and even according to me, you know what, religion that is okay, but jati, discrimination on the basis of jati, that is not good. Even in Mohammedans, there are different sorts of jatis like Siddiqui, Khan. The Siddiqui is the upper caste. The Khan that is lower than Siddiqui. I got to know about this from one of my bosom buddies. In Hindu, there is Kuchwaha, Parihar, and Pandit, like the way, and even like Rajputs, and even there is a abusing word. I don't want to relate that one. That is a jati, even according to me. Okay, that commences that starts from cha. Okay, then ma and so on. Let it be. I don't wanna abuse. And in addition to, you can ask me any other question. Okay, wait. Okay, very firstly, you should try to put down the questions before I come live on YouTube. Okay, and then you can ask me the questions by observing the questions from your notebook or notebooks. Okay, so that your time that would not be wasted like this, and I would be getting the frequent questions over here, and so that I would tend to enable to give the answers of the questions. Freedom fighters die for the sake of nation. Hmm. Okay, so should I express my views over this? Elaborate this line. Okay, nice topic, amazing one, fascinating one. Okay, freedom fighters, they died for the sake of nation, freedom, public, people. Okay, so according to me, freedom fighters, they are, and even especially they are because according to me they are still present among us. Their souls, that is isn't with that is still with us. Their souls, that is present in the heart of ours. Okay, so they are still present according to me. And so freedom fighters, they are and they were like the gods for us, really. In addition to the freedom fighters, they were courageous. They mustered enough courage to fight against the Britishers, the foreigners. And even, you know what? They did. They did so by putting much more efforts into the tasks. Even, you know what? Some were requiring to get the Fasi. Some were requiring to be just hanged with the help of the noose. Noose, that meant Fasi ka fanda. Okay, and in addition to, as a matter of fact, you know what? According to me, the queen of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai, she too used to fight against the Britishers. For that, she used to learn the art of horse riding, the art of sword fighting. Even she used to catch upon the athletics as well, like running, walking hard, and thereby, who are you? And thereby, you know what? She used to. I'm not a messenger, got it? And thereby, you know what? The thing is that she helped us for getting our Jhansi back. Really, her hard work, her perseverance, her willpower, her defiant, bold, rebel nature, courageous nature that helped us quite much to live the life independently, okay, without being dependent on the Britishers. That is the fact. Okay, even I know well versed that the people, they were deprived of having the water. People, they were deprived of food as well. People, they used to work before the Britishers quite rather badly. Even they got hurt by the Britishers. The Britishers used to hit them hard without giving them food and water. And she used to help them. Okay, she caught sight at each and everything. She observed each and everything. And she was the only who used to fight against the Britishers for Jhansi. Okay, and in addition to, you know what, some of the Britishers, they claimed this, that she was equal to 1,000 soldiers of Britishers. One woman, ek nari sab pe bhari. Okay, one woman, she was equal to 1,000 soldiers of Britishers at her time. Okay, and she was a goddess who gave life and who has been giving life to us. As you know what, due to her or with the help of her, we are able, especially I am able to live a good life. Okay, else I would had worked for the Britishers, and I would had disliked speaking English as well, as this is the foreign language, this is the Britishers language. That's the fact. International one as well. Okay, you can ask me questions. He has gone, Ronak Rajput. You know what? He's one of my neighbors. He lives near my residence. He lives near my residence, near my home, and even the thing is that at once he used to do a copyright claim on one of my shots. So I deleted that shot, and even I used the sound which was already used in one of his shots. And even every time he subscribes my channel and then unsubscribes my channel. This is kind of like a game for him, really. And even last time he was saying this, that Ronak Rajput jhukega nahi sala, jhuka dega. And you know what, he is quite much junior to me, younger than me. He is in 6th class, and I've already passed the 12th grade. But you know what, his attitude, that is quite high one. And in addition to, one day I was just tweeting him to avoid celebrating Diwali, and especially in the noon time. He was just using patake. Arrogant. Arrogant, it meant ghamandi. Okay. And so one day in the noon time, he was using patake, and I tweeted him for not using the patake. And so then he related this, that the people who are saying this, that don't use patake. So I want this, that to place patake inside their mouth and to burn them and to make fun of that. It was his wish, and he stated that one. He claimed that one. Even he said that one before me, in the presence of me, and then I felt embarrassed, ashamed, and even I'm quite much senior to him. Nevertheless, notwithstanding, it meant failing. He insulted me like that. And even, you know what, one day I wanted him, as my mobile's camera that wasn't working. You know what, this is my new mobile. I bought this in the night of 3rd January 2023. Okay, and this is the 3rd month. And so you know what, one day the camera that wasn't working, so I called him, but he didn't come. He made up excuses like this, that I'm studying, but he was playing with the kite. He was flying the kite, really, on the terrace. I saw that scene, and he made up excuses by saying this, that he was studying at the same time. And one day my grandma, even my younger brother, they both went up to his residence for calling him, as I didn't know how to use tags for uploading the YouTube videos. And so he came after 20 minutes, and I waited for him to come. And it meant that he left me waiting. He left a senior guy waiting. They were his manners, and they are his manners. And I felt embarrassed, imbroglio, and ashamed as well. Okay, imbroglio, that meant feeling quite much ashamed or in a confusion. Okay, I used this term for revealing this, that I felt quite much or quite greatly ashamed. And even he used to subscribe my channel with his 16 IDs. He has been having over 16 channels, and so he has been having 16 IDs. He subscribed to my channel with all his IDs in my own presence, before my eyes. But then after 7 to 8 days, he unsubscribed my channel with all of his IDs. as he felt jealous of me. As my subscribers, they were increasing quite much, and even my views, my watch time hour, that too was increasing. And so he felt jealous of me. He thought this, that I would be getting money from YouTube, and he hasn't yet getting money from YouTube. And even the next thing is that same guy, you know what, the thing is that according to me, that same guy, he has been working on YouTube for over 2 to 3 years, and even yet he hasn't yet got the money from YouTube, and so he feels jealous of me and jealous of my channel as well. And in addition to, he could aware me of the fact that I used his sound, and so I would had delete the sound, but he didn't try to aware me. Instead, he used to do the copyright claim on my short. That's the fact. And so due to which nowadays I ignore him completely. And it all meant that we shouldn't feel jealous of others. Okay, this is a good lesson which I have learned in my life. This is that even the juniors, they feel jealous. He's a child before me, nevertheless he feels jealous of me. And earlier I got unaware, but due to all the scenes I got to know, really. Okay, when you can ask me something. You can ask me. I've got small pimples due to having oily food. Wait. Okay, important of dress code. Importance, significance. Okay. Dress code. According to me, dress code that matters, as that reveals our personality. Importance. Okay, I understood. Importance, it meant significance of dress code, especially dress code that reveals our personality. So that is mandatory, that is compulsory, that is important, crucial, and vital and significant. Okay, and even it doesn't mean that if I'm putting the bad clothes, the torn ones, so it meant that I am a beggar, or I'm useless, or I'm illiterate. Even that saints, the literate saints or priestess, they switch over to put on the saffron attires. So it doesn't match this, that they are the beggars, they are illiterate. Okay, sometimes the dress code that doesn't reveal each and everything about the character, about the personality as well. But nowadays, in this modern world, in the modern time, in the technology related time, people they try the level best to judge one on account of or on the basis of personality, skin color, and dress code. If one puts on the good attires, so the people consider him as the wealthy one, the good in character, while others not. And if one is putting on the good attires, so other feels jealous of that guy. Or if one is putting on the bad attires, so others backbite about that guy. That's the fact. So sometimes dress code matters, but sometimes not. But for school dress code, that is mandatory. School uniform, that is mandatory. One shouldn't try to avoid school uniform. As school uniform, that reveals the manners, the personality of one. So that is mandatory, and even it relates that you are belonging to that school, or this particular guy is belonging to that particular school. That's the fact. Even I can distinguish one guy on the basis of school. I can say this, that this guy is belonging to KV1, or this guy is belonging to Delhi Public School, or this guy is belonging to this particular school, this guy is belonging to Rani Lakshmibai School, or this guy is belonging to this, on account of dress code. Okay, And even for giving the interview, according to me, for boys, pant, shirt, and tie and belt, that is mandatory. For females, they can too put on these attires, and even they can put on sari. Yes, it's hard to forget about past. Even the reality is that I have been having a friend. I can't forget that friend. I can't disclose about that one as I'm coming live, and anytime the live video that can go viral. So I should hold my tongue. That's the fact. Whatever I state, that should be the real one. Okay. Even I can't abuse over here. I can't use the wrong words. So there are some of the restrictions. Okay. Okay, so the thing is that what I was relating, the dress code. Okay, you know what? Generally, the dress code of the girls, that is the obnoxious one, kurta, salwar, dupatta, and that looks obnoxious to me really. Putting on pant, shirt, that is awesome. That is good. As you know what, according to me, the girls, they feel good while putting on the pant, shirt, and tie. They looks like the professionals. But in schools, that is merely allowed for boys. That's the fact. Urfi Javed dress sense. What do you mean by that? I'm unable to understand that term of yours. You know what? Whenever I come here, so my siblings they call me. Even someone call me over the telephone while I come live. You really don't know her. Urfi Javed. I heard her name. Really, I I heard her name and I heard this name many a time. Okay, you can tell me about the job, about the work which she does. Is she an actress? Urfi Javed. Actress. Am I right? Tell me. Oh, Shantavai. But you must tell me, else I would Google that one. Okay? Urfi Javed. Why you are not tell me? Why are you not telling me? Hmm? Public model. What public model? I'm not fond of public model or watching out the modeling shows or watching out films. It appears me boring and even wastage of time as well. Shake it off. Okay, it's an idiom, English idiom. Do you know the meaning of this? If you know this, tell me. Shake it off. Let it be. Okay. You can ask me questions. हम्म उसमें जब टाइटल में आते हैं shake it off title anyway. Okay, very firstly, you are not a child. Okay, and कोरियन ड्रामा देखता हूँ. कोरियन ड्रामा. Okay. Especially, you know what? Some of the youths, the adult youths, like the teenagers of 18, 19, 20, nope, the teenagers of 16, 17, 18, and the young adults of 19, 20, they just prefer to play games and even to play the anime related games or the fun games. That, according to me, that is just a wastage of time and wastage of mobile data as well. Okay, and even the games, they are specifically designed for the kids, for entertaining them, and they aren't made for youths. As youths, for youths, there is job, there are sports and games, but not the mobile online games. And for youths, according to me, there is study, and for the cat and dog game, even for the car game, the kids, they are perfect. Okay, but if someone wanna enjoy himself or herself in the adulthood, so one can try to play the online games like the cat dog game, the car game, for enjoyment purposes, but not every time. Okay, every time just playing the games, that is not good, as that can weak the eyesight up to a great extent. But I'm not relating this that the adults, they can't play the online games. If they wanna play, they can play. I'm not saying anything wrong regarding this thing. I'm not going against their choice as well. Procrastination. What is procrastination? I don't know about that. Procrastination. 7:58, 59, 60, 3 minutes are left. What is procrastination? Just tell me. I don't know what is the meaning of procrastination. Should I Google procrastination? Urfi Javed. Okay, you can ask me any other question as I would stop the live streaming. As it's about 1 hour, 60 minutes completely. Okay, tell me. Don't leave me waiting like this. Do you want to ask? Me. Oh, you must go. Goodbye.